The battlefield was silent. Not the peaceful kind of silence. It was the silence of death. Broken machines were lying everywhere. Burned ships were smoking slowly. The ground was black and red. Commander Lyra was lying on the cold metal floor. Her armor was cracked. Her helmet was broken. Her right arm was bleeding. She tried to move, but her body did not listen. Pain ran through her chest like fire. Around her, many soldiers were dead. Some were her friends. Some were her enemies. Now all were silent. Lyra slowly opened her eyes. Smoke filled the air. She could barely see. Her vision was blurred. Her ears were ringing. She heard distant footsteps. Heavy, slow, dangerous. She knew that sound. Enemy soldiers. They are coming, she thought. She tried to reach her weapon. Her hand touched nothing. She looked to her side. Her energy gun was broken in 2 pieces. Useless. Her heart started beating fast. No weapon, no strength, no help, she thought. For the first time in many years, Commander Lyra felt fear. She had fought in many wars. She had won many battles. She had never fallen like this before. But today, she was defeated. Slowly, shadows appeared through the smoke. 5 enemy soldiers walked toward her. They were tall. Their black armor shined under the firelight. Their red eyes glowed in the dark. One of them laughed. "Look," he said. "The great commander is finished." Another said, "She cannot even stand." They raised their weapons. Lyra closed her eyes. She remembered her home world. Blue skies. Soft wind. Her mother's voice. Her father's smile. "I am sorry," she whispered in her heart. "I failed." A tear rolled down her cheek. This was her last moment. Or so she thought. Suddenly, boom! A loud sound exploded from the sky. The ground shook. The air vibrated. Enemy soldiers stopped. They looked up. Lyra opened her eyes. A bright light was falling from above. Like a star. Like fire. Like thunder. Something was coming down fast. Very fast. "What is that?" one soldier shouted. Before anyone could move, crash. The object hit the ground between Lyra and the enemies. Dust flew everywhere. Metal pieces scattered. A deep hole formed. Everyone fell back. The smoke became thicker. No one could see anything. Only coughing sounds were heard. Silence returned again. Slowly, a figure stood up from the dust. Tall, human-shaped, wearing dark armor. A strange blue light was shining on his chest. His helmet opened. A human face appeared. Young, dirty, tired, but calm. Very calm. He looked at the enemy soldiers. Then he looked at Lyra. He walked toward her slowly. No fear. No hurry. No panic. He stopped beside her. He bent down and said softly, "Sorry, I am late." Lyra stared at him. She could not believe her eyes. A human? Here? In this war? In this place? Humans were not supposed to be here. Especially alone. "Who are you?" she whispered. The man smiled weakly. "My name is Ethan," he said, "and I think you need help." The enemy soldiers were covered from shock. One of them shouted, "Kill him." They raised their guns. Ethan stood up. He turned slowly. He looked at them. No anger. No hate. Only focus. He touched a button on his wrist. His armor started glowing. Blue lines ran across his body. A soft sound filled the air. "Please," Ethan said calmly. "Step back." The enemies laughed. One said, "You are joking." They fired. Laser shots filled the air. Red beams rushed toward Ethan. He moved. Fast. Too fast. He jumped to the left. Rolled on the ground. Shot back. His weapon appeared from his arm. Blue energy burst out. Boom. One enemy fell. Boom. Second enemy fell. The others were shocked. They fired again. Ethan ran forward. He slid under a beam. Jumped high. Spun in the air. Shot twice. 2 more enemies dropped. Only one was left. The last soldier tried to escape. Ethan aimed. Paused. then fired. The soldier fell. Silence. Again. Lyra watched everything. Her mouth was open. Her heart was racing. In less than 10 seconds, 5 enemies were gone. By one man. Ethan walked back to her. His breathing was heavy now. His face looked pale. He knelt beside her. "Are you hurt?" he asked. She nodded slowly. "Yes, badly." He opened a small box from his belt, took out a medical spray, sprayed it on her wound. It burned, but the bleeding slowed. "Thank you," she whispered. Ethan smiled. "You are welcome." Suddenly he staggered. His body shook. Lyra noticed dark red liquid coming from his side. "Blood." "You are injured," she said. He looked down. "Oh," he said. "Yeah, a little." Before she could say anything, he collapsed. He fell beside her, unconscious. "Ethan!" Lyra shouted. She tried to move. Pain screamed in her body, but she forced herself. Slowly, very slowly, she dragged herself closer. She placed her hand on his chest. His heart was beating, weak, but alive. Relief filled her eyes. More enemy ships were appearing in the sky. Small lights in the distance. "They are coming again," she thought. She looked at Ethan's face. This stranger had saved her life. Without knowing her. Without any reward. Without fear. She made a decision. "I will not let you die," she whispered. Using her last strength, she activated her emergency signal. A blue light shot into the sky. Her base would see it. Help would come. Soon. She closed her eyes. Her body was tired. Her mind was heavy. But her heart felt strong. For the first time in this war, she was not alone. Far away, enemy commander watched from his ship. He clenched his fist. "A human," he growled. "This changes everything." He turned to his soldiers. "Find them," he ordered. "Alive." The game had changed. A new chapter had begun. And neither Lyra nor Ethan knew. This meeting would change the fate of 2 worlds. Cold wind moved across the battlefield. Smoke was still rising. Broken ships were still burning. But Commander Lyra did not see any of that. Her eyes were only on Ethan. He was lying beside her. His face was pale. His lips were dry. His breathing was weak. She placed her hand on his chest again. Still beating. Slow, but alive. "Stay with me," she whispered. Her emergency signal was shining in the sky. A bright blue light. It was her last hope. Minutes felt like hours. Every second was heavy. Enemy ships were moving closer. Their lights were growing brighter. "They will reach here soon," she thought. She tried to stand. Pain cut through her body. She fell back. "No, not now," she said softly. She looked around. Dead bodies. Broken weapons. Nothing useful, only silence. Then, a distant sound. Low. Soft. Like thunder. Lyra lifted her head. She listened. Yes. It was coming closer. Aircraft engines. Her people. Rescue. Tears filled her eyes. "Thank the stars," she whispered. 3 silver ships appeared in the dark sky. They moved fast. They landed near her position. Strong lights turned on. Soldiers jumped out. "Commander, over here." 2 medics ran to her. Another team ran to Ethan. "He is human," one soldier said. "Why is he here?" "No time," Lyra replied weakly. "He saved me. Save him." The medics nodded. They put oxygen masks on both of them. They placed them on floating stretchers. Within minutes, they were inside the ship. The doors closed. The engines roared. The ship lifted, and the battlefield disappeared below. Inside the medical bay, white lights were shining. Machines were beeping. Doctors were working fast. Lyra was on one bed. Ethan on another. Robots moved around them. Screens showed heart rates, blood levels, injury scans. Dr. Rin, the chief medic, looked worried. "Commander has heavy damage," he said, "but she will survive." He turned to Ethan's screen. His face became serious. "This human, he is in critical state. Internal bleeding. Broken ribs. Energy burn." "Who is he?" another doctor asked. No idea, Rin replied. But he fought like an elite soldier. They started emergency treatment. Hours passed. Slowly, Lyra opened her eyes. White ceiling. Soft light. Quiet beeping. She tried to move. Her body felt heavy, but no sharp pain. Bandages were wrapped around her. She turned her head. She saw Ethan, lying on the next bed, connected to many wires, still unconscious. She felt relief. He is alive, she whispered. A door opened. Captain Zoran entered. Tall, strong, old scars on his face. He was her trusted officer. Commander, he said. You are awake. Yes, Lyra replied. Report. He smiled slightly. Still giving orders, he said. Good sign. Then he became serious. Enemy forces are regrouping. They know you survived. They are angry. Lyra nodded. And him? She asked, looking at Ethan. Zoran frowned. Our scientists are confused. His armor is not normal. His tech is far ahead. He is not a normal human soldier. Lyra felt uneasy. What do you mean? We cannot find his record, Zoran said. No database match. No alliance file. He is a ghost. Lyra looked at Ethan again. Who are you? She thought. Far away, inside a dark enemy ship, Commander Vark sat on his throne. Red lights surrounded him. Holograms floated in front of him, showing Lyra's rescue, showing Ethan's fight. He watched carefully, paused the image, zoomed on Ethan's face. A human alone, Vark said slowly, using forbidden tech. He turned to his advisor. Find everything about him. Yes, master, the advisor replied. If he is special. Vark smiled coldly. Then he will be mine. Back on Lyra's ship, 2 days passed. Ethan did not wake up. Doctors were worried. His condition was unstable. Sometimes strong. Sometimes weak. Lyra visited him every day. She sat beside his bed. She talked softly. You saved me, she said. You don't even know me. Why? Of course. He did not answer. But one day, his fingers moved. Small. Very small. Lyra noticed. She leaned closer. Ethan, she whispered. His eyes moved under his eyelids. Slowly, they opened. Blue eyes. Confused. Lost. Bright lights hurt him. He tried to move. Pain hit him. He groaned. Easy, Lyra said. You're safe. He looked at her. An alien. In uniform. Bandaged. Did I die? He asked weakly. She smiled. No, she said. Not yet. He tried to sit. Failed. Fell back. Bad idea, he said. Lyra laughed softly. First time in days. What happened? He asked. You were rescued, she replied. You saved me. Then you collapsed. Oh, he said. Sounds like me. They stayed silent for a moment. Then Ethan asked, Where am I? On my command ship, Lyra replied. Deep in our territory. He looked worried. Enemy. No, she said. Friends. He relaxed slightly. Good. She hesitated, then asked, Why did you come? To the battlefield. Alone. He closed his eyes, took a breath. My team was destroyed, he said quietly. Mission failed. I was the only one left. Lyra felt sadness. I'm sorry, she said. He nodded. War, he replied. Later that night, Lyra walked in the hallway, thinking. Something was not right. Ethan was hiding something. She felt it. Suddenly, an alarm rang. Red lights flashed. Security breach. Level 3 alert. Soldiers ran. Doors closed. Lyra turned and ran. What is happening? She asked. A guard replied. Unknown signal inside the ship. Someone is hacking us. Lyra's heart skipped. She thought of Ethan. She ran to the medical bay. The door was open. Guards were unconscious. Ethan's bed was empty. Only broken wires remained. Her eyes widened. No! On the wall, a glowing symbol was burning. Enemy mark. Vark's sign. They were here. Inside her ship. and they had taken Ethan. Or had he gone by himself? She clenched her fists. Find him, she ordered. Everywhere. Her voice was cold, strong. This was no longer just a war. This was personal. And the truth about Ethan was about to shake everything. Red lights were flashing everywhere. Sirens were screaming. The command ship was in chaos. Soldiers were running in all directions. Seal all exits. Check every level. Find him. Commander Lyra stood in the center of the control hall. Her eyes were sharp. Her fists were tight. They cannot escape, she said firmly. This is my ship. Screens showed security footage. Dark shadows. Fast movement. Unknown figures. And one clear image. Ethan. Running. Not captured. Not tied. Not forced. He was moving by himself. Lyra's heart sank. He is not a prisoner, she whispered. He is running. Captain Zoran stood beside her. What does that mean, Commander? She did not answer. Her mind was racing. Was he a spy? Was he lying? Was everything fake? No, she thought. Not after what he did. She remembered his calm voice, his weak smile, his pain. Find him alive, she ordered. I want answers. Ethan was breathing hard. His chest burned. His ribs still hurt. But he did not stop. He moved through dark corridors, avoiding cameras, avoiding guards. He knew the system too well. This ship uses old Vega code, he thought. Easy. He reached a locked door. Typed fast. Beep. Open. Inside was a small control room. Dark. Empty. He entered. Locked it behind him. He leaned against the wall. Closed his eyes. Too close, he whispered. He opened a hidden panel on his armor. A small blue screen appeared. Message flashing. Incoming signal. Priority Alpha. He touched it. A hologram appeared. A woman's face. Human, serious. Strong. Ethan, she said. You are late. I know, he replied. I was injured. We saw, she said. You were rescued by aliens. Yes. Silence. Can they be trusted? She asked. Ethan looked down. I think so, he replied. But something is wrong. Enemy hacked their ship. They are hunting me. The woman's eyes narrowed. Vark, she said. He knows. Ethan's heart dropped. Knows what? Who you are, she replied. What you carry. Ethan clenched his fists. Then we are out of time, he said. Meanwhile, Lyra was moving fast. She entered corridor after corridor. Armed. Focused. Her guards followed. They stopped near a locked door. This room, a soldier said. Signal ends here. Lyra stepped forward. Open it. The door slid open. Dark room. Empty. Except Ethan standing in the center. Weapon lowered. Hands visible. Not attacking. Not running. Waiting. Lyra raised her gun. Her voice was cold. Don't move. He did not. I was going to come back, he said. But I needed privacy. Liar, one guard shouted. Step away. Lyra lifted her hand. Wait. She looked into Ethan's eyes. No fear. No anger. Only worry. Explain, she said. He sighed. I'm not your enemy, he replied. But I'm not normal either. She kept her weapon ready. Go on. He hesitated, then touched his armor. A panel opened. Light shined, a small glowing object appeared. Floating. Crystal-like. Blue and gold. It pulsed like a heart. The guard stepped back. What is that? Lyra whispered. The core, Ethan said. A living energy source. A weapon. A key. A curse. He closed it. My team was sent to protect it. We failed. Now I am the last carrier. Lyra felt shocked. You carry a weapon inside you? Yes, he replied. It powers my suit, my body. Without it, I die. And with it, he paused. I am hunted. Suddenly, the ship shook. Boom. Explosion. Lights went off. Emergency power activated. Red again. Enemy boarding. A voice announced. They are here, Ethan said. Vark's hunters. Gunfire echoed. Screams. Chaos. Lyra made a fast decision. Follow me, she ordered. They ran. Through smoke. Through fire. Enemy soldiers appeared. Black armor. Red eyes. Vark's elite force. Battle started. Lasers flew. Explosions hit walls. Ethan fought beside Lyra. Back to back. Protecting each other. One enemy jumped. Ethan blocked. Shot. Down. Lyra cut another. They moved like a team. Natural. Perfect. You fight well, Lyra said. So do you, Ethan replied. They reached the hangar. A small escape ship was waiting. Get in, Lyra shouted. They jumped inside. Engines started. Enemy shots hit them. Warning alarms rang. But they launched. Into space. Silence. Stars outside. Darkness. Only engine sound. They both sat quietly, breathing hard. You saved me again, Lyra said. So we are even, Ethan replied. She looked at him seriously. You could have left, she said. Why stay? He looked at her. Because you trusted me, he replied. And no one else did. Her eyes softened. You still hide things, she said. Yes, he admitted. But not from you. He turned. There is more. The core is not just energy. It can connect minds, worlds, races. It can end this war. Or destroy everything. Lyra understood. That is why Vark wants it. Yes. And why humans sent you. Yes. Silence again. Then Lyra spoke. We will protect it, she said. Together. Aliens and humans. Ethan smiled. Enemies become allies, he said. She nodded. Friends, she corrected. Suddenly, a message appeared on screen. Unknown source. Vark's face. Smiling. I see you, he said. Run. Hide. It does not matter. You belong to me, Ethan. Soon. Screen went dark. Lyra clenched her fist. Let him try, she said. Ethan looked at stars. This war just changed, he whispered. Stars moved slowly outside the small escape ship. Blue, white, silver, like silent witnesses. Inside the cockpit, only soft engine sounds were heard. Commander Lyra sat in the pilot seat. Her hands were steady. Her eyes were focused. Ethan sat beside her, quiet, thinking. Neither spoke for a long time. After everything that happened, words felt heavy. Finally, Lyra broke the silence. You said there is more, she said. About the core. Ethan looked at her, then at his hands. Yes, he replied. There is. He took a deep breath. Long ago, before this war, humans and your people worked together. Lyra was surprised. That is impossible, she said. We have always been enemies. Ethan shook his head. No, he replied. Not always. Before politics. Before fear. There was peace. He touched his armor. A small hologram appeared. Old images filled the air. Two races. Working side by side. Building huge machines. Sharing knowledge. Lyra stared. This history was deleted, she whispered. Yes, Ethan said. On purpose. One group wanted power. They feared unity. So they started lies. Created war. Lyra felt anger rising. Who? She asked. Ethan paused. The Shadow Council, he replied. Secret leaders. From both sides. They control everything. They created Vark. He is only their weapon. Before Lyra could speak, a warning alarm rang. Unknown signal detected. Tracking device active. Ethan's face turned pale. They planted it, he said. When I was injured. They are following us. Lyra quickly changed direction. Engines roared. The ship jumped into hyperspace. Light stretched. Time twisted. Then silence. They arrived near an old planet. Dead. Broken. Covered in storms. This is Dust 9, Lyra said. No one lives here. Good, Ethan replied. They will not expect us. They landed inside a giant canyon.
Hidden. Dark.
Safe.
For now.
Inside an underground cave, they started checking systems. Power was low. Food limited.
Communication weak.
Not good. Lyra crossed her arms. We cannot hide forever, she said. I know, Ethan replied. But first you must see this.
He placed his hand on his chest.
The core appeared again. Glowing.
Soft. Warm.
The cave filled with light. Lyra felt strange. Her head felt light. Her heart beat faster. Suddenly, she was not in the cave anymore. She was somewhere else. A memory. A vision. She saw a young girl. Alien. Training.
Smiling.
It was her. Her childhood. Then, she saw Ethan. As a boy. Running. Laughing. On Earth. Then,
fire.
Explosion. Screams.
His family dying.
He fell to his knees.
Crying.
Lyra felt his pain. Tears came to her eyes. What is this? She whispered. The core links minds, Ethan said softly. Now you know me. And I know you. She looked at him. We are connected, she said. Yes, he replied. No lies between us. Suddenly, a slow clap echoed. Clap, clap, clap. They turned. A figure stepped out of the shadows.
Tall. Thin.
Wearing alien command armor. General Kale. Lyra's mentor. Her teacher. Her hero. You learned well, Kale said. Too well. Lyra froze. Kale? She whispered. How are you here? He smiled. I followed you, he replied. You always leave traces. Ethan raised his weapon. Kale raised his hand. Relax, human, he said. I am not here to fight. Lyra stepped forward. Then why? She asked. Kale's face became serious. Because you are walking into danger, he said. The Shadow Council is real. I work for them. Lyra felt like her heart stopped. You betrayed us, she said. Kale looked sad. I protected our people, he replied. War gives control. Peace removes it. They promise safety. Power. I chose wrong. Silence. Heavy. Painful. Ethan spoke. They will never let you go, he said. Kale nodded. I know. That is why I am here. To warn you. They are coming. Fleet of 10 ships. Vark leads them. 3 hours. Lyra clenched her fists. We will fight, she said. Kale shook his head. You cannot win, he replied. Not alone. There is one place, he continued. The Unity Archive. Hidden station. Contains truth of the old alliance. If you reach it, you can expose everything. End the war. Ethan's eyes widened. Where? Kale sent coordinates. Then his device beeped. They found me, he said. He looked at Lyra. I am sorry, he whispered. For everything. Before she could answer, blaster fire hit him. He fell. Dead. Enemy drones entered. Lyra screamed. No. Ethan pulled her. Run. They escaped through tunnels. Explosions behind them. They reached the ship. Launched. Barely. Enemy ships appeared. Chasing. Lasers flew. Shields dropped. Engine damaged. Hyperdrive offline, systems said. Lyra struggled. We are losing power. Ethan closed his eyes. I can boost it, he said. But it will hurt. Badly. And somewhere in space. A greater danger was waking up. Do it, Lyra replied. He placed both hands on the console. The core glowed bright. Very bright. Energy rushed. Systems revived. Engines screamed. The ship jumped. Into unknown space. Darkness swallowed them. When light returned, they were safe. Floating near a hidden station. Old. Silent. Broken. Unity Archive. Lyra looked at it. Hope filled her eyes. This is it, she said. Ethan smiled weakly. And now, the real fight begins. Far away, Vark watched their escape. Through a broken signal. He smiled. Good, he said. Run to the truth. I will be waiting. The Unity Archive floated silently in space. Old. Broken. forgotten. Its metal walls were dark. Many parts were destroyed. No lights. No movement. Like a dead city. Lyra's small ship moved closer.
Slow.
Careful. No signals, she said. No defense system. It looks empty. Ethan checked his scanner. Energy is low, he replied. But something is still alive inside. They docked. Airlocks opened with a loud hiss. Cold air rushed in. Darkness welcomed them. They stepped inside. Flashlights on. Weapons ready. Footsteps echoed. This place feels wrong, Lyra whispered. Yes, Ethan said. Like it is watching us. They walked through long halls. Broken screens. Floating wires. Old symbols of peace. Humans and aliens shaking hands. Now covered in dust. People tried to hide the truth, Lyra said, and buried it here. They reached a large control room. A giant crystal screen stood in the center. Main archive, Ethan said. He connected his device. The screen lit up. Images appeared. Old leaders. Secret meetings. War plans. False attacks. Fake videos.
Lies.
So many lies. Lyra watched in shock. They used us, she whispered. They made us kill each other. Yes, Ethan replied. For power. Suddenly, a soft voice came from behind. Very sad, isn't it? They turned. Captain Zoran stood there. Lyra's trusted officer. Gun in hand.
Pointed at them.
Her heart froze. Zoran, she said. What are you doing? He smiled.
Cold.
Empty. Finishing my job, he replied. You were never meant to see this. Ethan raised his weapon. Zoran laughed. Too late, human. Doors closed. Red lights flashed. Energy walls rose. Trapping them. You sold us, Lyra said, her voice shaking. I protected my future, Zoran replied. The council promised me control. Your death. His capture. Peace under us. Lyra felt tears. You were my friend. He looked away. For a while, he said, then pressed a button. Explosions shook the station. Enemy ships appeared outside. Vark's fleet.
Surrounding them.
Vark's face appeared on screen. Beautiful work, Captain, he said. Bring me the core. Ethan stepped forward. Take me, he said. Let her go. Lyra grabbed his arm. No. Zoran hesitated. Vark smiled. Touching, he said. Very touching. But no. Troops entered. Black armor. Surrounded them. Ethan fought. Lyra fought. But they were too many. Stun beams hit them. They fell. Darkness. Lyra woke up in chains. Cold room. Metal walls. No windows. Ethan was beside her. Also chained. Bleeding.
Weak.
Ethan, she whispered. He opened his eyes. Still alive, he said weakly. She tried to smile.
Failed.
They betrayed us, she said. Yes, he replied. But not everyone. A soft sound.
Click.
Chains opened. A small robot floated in. Blue light. Message played.
Kale's voice.
If you hear this, I failed. But hope remains. Trust Unit 7. Robot projected map. Hidden path. Escape route. Ethan smiled. Your mentor planned everything, he said. They moved quietly. Through vents. Through shadows. Avoided guards. Reached engine room. But Zoran waited. Gun raised. You should have stayed prisoners, he said. Lyra stepped forward. Why, Zoran, she asked. Why betray everything? He shouted. I was tired of losing. Tired of obeying. They promised me a throne. Ethan spoke calmly. They lied, he said. They will kill you. Zoran hesitated. His hand shook. Vark's voice came. Do it, he ordered.
Now.
Zoran looked at Lyra. At Ethan. At his gun. Then, he dropped it. I'm done, he said. Vark screamed. Traitor. Guards fired. Zoran pushed Lyra. A shot hit him.
He fell. Dying.
I'm sorry, he whispered. Lyra held him.
Tears fell.
You saved us, she said. He smiled weakly. Too late, but honest.
He died.
Alarms rang. Self-destruct activated. 5 minutes, system announced. They ran. Through fire. Through smoke. Through chaos. Reached their ship. Launched. Station exploded. Light filled space. Silence returned. They escaped. Barely. Inside the ship, Lyra sat quietly, looking at stars. Betrayal hurts more than wounds, she said. Ethan nodded. Yes. But truth is stronger. He held her hand. She did not pull away. For the first time, she felt safe. Far away, Vark watched. Angry. Furious. Prepare the final war, he ordered. They chose resistance. I choose destruction. Dark ships moved. Millions of soldiers prepared. The galaxy was heading toward its darkest night. Stars moved slowly outside the ship window. Quiet.
Cold.
Endless. Lyra sat alone in the command room. Lights were dim. Screens were off. Only one small lamp was on. She held Zoran's badge in her hand. Cold metal. Heavy memories. He betrayed me, then saved me, she whispered. Her heart felt broken. Trust. Friendship.
War.
Everything was mixed together. Behind her, footsteps came.
Soft. Slow.
Ethan entered. He looked tired. Bandages on his chest. Dark circles under his eyes. But his eyes were still strong. You haven't slept, he said. She did not turn. Neither have you, she replied. He stood beside her. Both looked at stars. For a while. No words. Then Lyra spoke. I was trained to fight, she said. To command. To win. No one taught me how to lose. Ethan nodded. No one taught me how to live after losing, he replied. She finally looked at him. You lost your family, she said softly. Yes, he replied. And my team. And my home. Silence.
Deep.
Heavy. Then she asked, why do you still fight? He thought. Because if I stop, he said, they died for nothing. She closed her eyes. Tears formed. I am tired, she whispered. Tired of sending soldiers to die. Tired of being strong. Ethan gently held her hand. You are strong, he said. Even when you are tired. She did not pull away. For the first time, she leaned on him. Just a little. Suddenly, alarms rang. Red lights flashed. Emergency transmission, system announced. Lyra stood up. Show it. A hologram appeared. Human High Command. Alien Council. Joint emergency meeting. Faces looked afraid. Vark's fleet was moving. Hundreds of ships. Thousands of fighters. Heading toward neutral space. If he reaches core zone, one leader said, he can destroy everything. We must attack now, another shouted. No, a third replied. We are not ready. Lyra stepped forward. We are ready, she said firmly. Everyone looked at her. You have proof, she continued. Unity archive data. We expose the truth. We unite.
Now.
Silence. Then slow nods. Yes, one said. Do it. The files were sent. Across systems. Across worlds. Across networks. People watched. Leaders watched. Soldiers watched. Lies were revealed. Truth spread like fire. Anger turned into understanding. Hate turned into shock. Hope was born. A joint fleet was formed. Humans. Aliens. Together. For the first time in decades. Later. War room. Huge star map. Enemy fleet marked in red. Allied fleet in blue. Blue was smaller. But growing. We will lose many. Captain Rin said, why? Yes, Lyra replied. But if we don't fight, we lose everything. Ethan stood quietly. Then spoke. There is another way, he said. They looked at him. The core, he continued. It can overload Vark's command system. Shut down his fleet. But, he paused. It needs a living host. A final charge. Everyone understood. Lyra froze.
No, she said.
Ethan looked at her. It is my job, he replied. It was always my job. She walked to him. Her eyes were wet. You will die, she said. Maybe, he replied. but millions will live. She grabbed his arm. I will not order this, she said. I refuse. He smiled sadly. You don't have to, he said. I choose it. They stood close. So close. I don't want to lose you, she whispered. He touched her face. I don't want to leave you, he replied. But I cannot let this war continue. Their foreheads touched. No kiss. Only tears. Only truth. Battle day arrived. Space was full of ships, lasers, energy fields, explosions. War had returned, bigger than ever. Lyra commanded from flagship. Left wing move. Shield up. Protect civilians. Ethan prepared in a small chamber. Core glowing bright. Too bright. Doctors warned. This level will burn you, one said. He nodded. I know. Lyra entered. They were alone. This is goodbye, she asked. He shook his head.
No, he said.
This is see you later. She laughed weakly. You always joke. It keeps me alive, he replied. She gave him Zoran's badge. For luck, she said. He took it. Thank you. Alarms. Enemy flagship in range. Now, Commander said. Ethan walked to the core platform. Energy surrounded him. Light rose. He closed his eyes. For peace, he whispered. He activated it. A shockwave moved. Fast. Silent. Beautiful. It rushed through space. Hit enemy systems. One by one. Shutting them down. Vark screamed on screen.
No.
Stop. His fleet went dark. Ships stopped. Fell silent.
Victory.
But Ethan fell. Power gone. Life fading. Lyra screamed. Medical team. She ran. Held him. Stay with me, she cried. He smiled weakly. I told you, see you later. His eyes closed. Heart stopped. Silence. Lyra knelt. Broken. But war was over. Peace had come. At terrible cost. Or so she thought. A small beep. Heart monitor.
Once. Twice.
Again. He was alive. Barely. Doctors rushed. Hope returned. Lyra laughed and cried. At the same time, stars outside shined. A new future was waiting. Soft light filled the medical chamber. Machines were humming quietly. Screens were showing steady green lines. Commander Lyra sat beside Ethan's bed. She had not moved for hours. Her eyes were red. Her face was tired, but her heart was hopeful. Ethan was still, breathing slowly. Alive. Barely. Doctors had saved him, but they were not sure when he would wake up, or if he ever would. Lyra held his hand. You promised, she whispered. You said, see you later. Don't break your promise. Outside the window, space was calm. No explosions. No warships. Only stars. Peace had returned. Across the galaxy, news spread fast. War ends. Truth revealed. Unity restored. People watched screens in homes. In stations. In ships. Humans and aliens together. Some cried. Some smiled. Some prayed. The Shadow Council was exposed. Its leaders were arrested. Old lies were destroyed. New laws were written. A joint government was formed. For the first time in history, two worlds became one voice. Weeks passed. Ethan did not wake up. Lyra continued her duty. She attended meetings. She signed agreements. She rebuilt fleets. But every night, she returned to him. She told him stories.
About peace.
About children playing. About blue skies. About dreams. One evening, she was speaking softly. They want me to become Supreme Commander, she said. I don't know if I should. I only want a simple life now. Suddenly, her hand felt pressure. Small. Weak. But real. She froze. Looked down. Ethan's fingers moved. Her breath stopped. Ethan, she whispered. His eyelids trembled. Slowly, they opened. Blue eyes. Tired. Lost. Then focused. On her. Hi, he said weakly. She gasped. Tears fell. She laughed and cried together. You are back, she said. I was getting bored, he replied softly. Doctors rushed in.
Shocked. Happy.
Scans ran. Impossible recovery, one said. But welcome. Lyra stood aside. Hand shaking. Heart flying. Recovery was slow. Ethan could not walk.
Could not fight. Could barely sit.
But he was alive. That was enough. Lyra helped him every day. She fed him. She trained him. She teased him. Move faster, she joked. I am a hero, not a robot, he replied. They laughed, healing together. One day, they visited Earth, Ethan's home, green fields, blue oceans, open sky. Lyra stood quietly. It is beautiful, she said. Yes, he replied, but lonely without you. She smiled. They visited his old city, a small park, broken statue. His family's names were there. He placed flowers, closed his eyes. Rest, he whispered. Lyra held his hand. You are not alone anymore, she said. He nodded. Later, they visited Lyra's homeworld. Crystal towers, floating rivers, golden light. Her people welcomed them.
Cheers. Flags.
Music. Ethan felt shy. I'm just a guy, he said. You are a bridge, Lyra replied. A bridge between worlds. The Great Council met. Humans, aliens, leaders, soldiers,
Scientists.
all together. Lyra stood on stage. Ethan beside her.
Weak.
But proud. She spoke. We fought because we were afraid. We hated because we were lied to. Now we know the truth. We choose unity. Applause filled the hall. Then Ethan spoke. Quietly, but strong. I was sent to protect a weapon. But I found something better. Trust. Friendship. Love. Everyone stood.
Clapped.
Cheered. Later, on a quiet balcony, stars above, soft wind. Lyra looked at Ethan. You never said it, she said. Said what? Why you really stayed, she replied. He smiled. Because of you. She blushed. Simple answer, she said. True answer, he replied. He took a small box. Opened it. Inside, 2 rings. 1 human design. 1 alien crystal. I don't know your customs, he said. But in mine, this means forever. Her eyes widened. Ethan, I choose you, he said. Across stars. Across worlds. She touched the ring. Tears of joy. I choose you too, she whispered. They hugged.
Long. Strong.
Safe. Years later, a school stood on a new planet. Children, human and alien, playing together, learning together. Lyra and Ethan watched. Older now, happier. Worth it, Ethan said. Yes, Lyra replied. Every scar, every tear. They walked hand in hand. 2 souls, 2 worlds, 1 future. And the galaxy finally learned
Peace is not made by power.
it is made by courage, by truth, by love. Fire. End of series.